In 2016, Adidas tweaked the popular Ultra Boost silhouette, updating the prime knit upper and redoing the outsole with continental rubber. With only minor hits of gray, gold, and black, this triple white pair makes simplicity pop. Let's take a look.
Hey all, what is up? Reese here, and I've got a brand new sneaker pickup to show you. What we're looking at today is the Adidas Ultra Boost 2.0 in the triple white colorway. These retail for $180 and first released in May of 2016, although they've been restocked pretty frequently like a lot of Ultra Boost colorways, and so I was actually able to grab them off of one of those recent restocks at the end of October. The Ultra Boost 2.0 is the second iteration of the Ultra Boost, but unlike a typical sneaker where you might have like a full second version come out, Adidas hasn't really released a true second version. They still brand these just as the Ultra Boost. If you go to the website, there's no indication really that there's a new version. If you go to other retailers, there's no indication. And I know when we first started seeing the 2.0s coming out at the beginning of 2016, like some sites would have both the 1 and the 2, and it would just be different colorways. So that's something that they haven't really focused on. And the idea there is basically they're not totally reinventing the shoe. It still looks very similar, and especially from afar, it just looks like the Ultra Boost. What they've done instead is just focused on making a couple small tweaks and changes to address the issues that people were having and really to make a better shoe. As Adidas was tweaking the silhouette from the 1.0 to the 2.0, they didn't have to mess at all with the midsole setup. You've got that full-length boost cushioning, and for a lot of people, that is really the core feature of this shoe. Boost in general, and really the way it's implemented in the Ultra Boost, strikes a really good balance between cushion comfort and firm responsiveness. You get amazing feeling when you step, just like even when you're wearing them casually, when you're running, whatever. I don't need to tell you about the comfort of the Ultra Boost, but that also doesn't limit the amount of energy return you can get when you're actually using these for an activity like running. That's just accomplished through the amount of boost foam they were able to use in this shoe, and then the compression and expansion qualities of boost foam in general. Taking a look now at the upper of the shoe, you've got full prime knit construction with extra support added by this cage and the lacing system, along with the heel cup at the back. Both the 1.0 and the 2.0 feature prime knit construction, although the knitting pattern is fairly significantly different. On the 1.0, you had this chevron shape or arrowhead at the toe box, and within that shape, you really had, as you can see, some bigger mesh holes, and so you had some ventilation, and you really got to get the benefits of the stretchy prime knit in a place where you didn't need a lot of extra support. All the way around, however, you can see that it gets a little bit tighter with the stitching pattern, especially around the toe box and the mud guard, where you need a little bit of extra support. One thing you'll also notice is because of the shape, you have some of that tighter stitching running all the way across the foot just below the tongue. And what that led to for some people was a little bit of discomfort because you lose some of the stretchiness of prime knit there, and so you would actually run into some kind of tightness and just a general uncomfortable feeling with the upper, especially if you had a wider foot or a bigger foot. That was something I haven't run into yet, but I have a fairly long and narrow foot, so that wasn't an issue, but definitely something that Adidas heard about from some people and wanted to correct. On the 2.0, you can see how different it is, where you've just got that totally open, looser knit all the way from really the tip of the toe box up through about the middle of the tongue. You can see the one main hit of color on this all-white pair is this gray stripe that kind of runs around the toe box, and that's where you start to see some of that tighter knit coming in, where you do get that extra structural integrity and durability at those points where your foot is going to be sliding around and kind of putting extra strain on the shoe. Looking now at the heel, there's another difference here from the 1.0. On the 1.0, you had a mesh material here at the collar and at the heel. That's been replaced with prime knit, so you really have prime knit everywhere you have the fabric material or a fabric material on the upper. The last main difference to note is just the Ultra Boost branding. On the 1.0, you had Ultra in black and Boost in silver. Now it's Ultra in silver and Boost in gold, which I think looks really sharp, especially on the triple white colorway, just having that little bit of color with the gold. Flipping now to the outsole, this is really where the exciting updates for the 2.0 came in, at least from my perspective. One of the biggest concerns people had with the original Ultra Boost was the durability of the rubber used on the outsole. It was wearing out very quickly for people, and they were just afraid that they weren't going to last as long as you would like a running shoe to last, which is usually about 300 to 500 miles. Things were wearing down, you were actually getting to some of the exposed boost, and people were having that be the main part of the outsole that was contacting the ground, which is obviously not ideal. To remedy this, Adidas tapped into their partnership with Continental, who is actually a tire manufacturer. They've done multiple shoes in the past with Continental, and basically the two main benefits that they tout are increased durability. So basically the rubber compound, even though they're not like adding more rubber or making the outsole thicker, will just last longer and won't wear down as quickly. And then the other thing they tout is better grip. That's actually the tagline for the website where you can learn about the partnership, which is getyourgrip.com. The idea is that Continental has really learned a lot about grip because not only do their tires, have to perform well on different road surfaces, they also have to perform well in different road conditions. So wet roads, icy roads, things like that. So one of the features that they tout with this Continental outsole is also just better grip in all sorts of conditions. You can see the traction pattern has been flattened off, so you've got these little like circular nubs, but they're flat. On the original Ultra Boost, those were actually rounded, and they would eventually flatten off, but I'm assuming they come like that from the factory now, just so you have increased grip right away from just that better surface area contacting the ground. You also have a call out to Continental right there up on the toe. And that about wraps it up for the review and comparison of the Ultra Boost 2.0 in the triple white colorway. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the updated silhouettes, the 2.0 versus the 1.0. Do you like what Adidas did? Do you wish they would have done more? Do you just not really like it? Or do you honestly not care? Love to hear what you think about that. As always, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the content and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. And have a great day, everyone. Thank you for watching.